On Tuesday, September 23rd, the bold and the beautiful explodes with revelations that shake the Forrester estate and every character connected to the tangled web of secrets, betrayals, and lies. At the center of this drama stands Will Spencer, who finally breaks under the weight of guilt and drops a bombshell on Electra Forrester that shatters the fragile foundation of their relationship and sends Electra spiraling. It begins with a confession Will can no longer avoid. He admits to Electra that something happened on the night of his promotion party. His reluctance is palpable, his hesitation excruciating, but the truth claws its way out. Electra, already suspicious for days, senses it's worse than she feared. Despite her reassurances that Will can tell her anything, her instincts are screaming. And she's right. What Will reveals next leaves Electra blindsided. The woman in the mask that night, one wearing the exact same costume as Electra, wasn't her. Will had believed it was Electra the entire time. In the dark, in the haze of champagne and celebration, he let himself be taken in by the illusion. He thought he was making love to the woman he loved, but it wasn't her. Electra recoils. Her expression shifts from confusion to horror to fury in seconds. Will rushes to explain, insisting that he would never cheat on her knowingly, that he never suspected a thing until weeks later when pieces of the puzzle started aligning. He followed the trail, starting with the mysterious messages from his so-called secret admirer. Every clue led to one shocking discovery after another, culminating in a name Electra never expected to hear again, Luna Nozawa. Luna, a name Electra thought was buried with the past. A woman presumed dead. A ghost. But not only is Luna Alavesius here, she's dangerous, and she's unhinged. And the nightmare only escalates. Will reveals that Luna didn't just show up. She came with a plan. She left nothing to chance. She manipulated her way into the party, stole Electra's identity with chilling precision, and seduced Will under the guise of love. Worse, after the encounter, she left behind a damning clue she hadn't meant to drop. A positive pregnancy test. Luna is carrying Will Spencer's child. The weight of the news crushed Electra's composure. Her body trembles. Her breath hitches. Her mind races with betrayal, fear, and rage. Not just at Luna but at Will too. Even if he didn't mean for it to happen, even if he was tricked, he hid it from her. He waited. He concealed the biggest violation of their trust. And now he expects her to understand. Will pleads. He explains he was ashamed, confused, and scared. He didn't want to hurt her. He thought he could fix it, contain it, find a way to make it go away. But Luna's return and her gloating over the baby makes it clear nothing will ever be the same. Electra's world collapses. Her love, her security, her future, all of it feels like a lie. The betrayal slices deep, not just because of Will's mistake, but because of the secret that festered for weeks. The deception. The false hope. She can't breathe in that house. She can't look at him. She flees the Forrester guest house, tears streaming down her face, heels pounding against the marble floor as Will calls after her. But this isn't just Electra and Will's story. In the shadows, another thread unravels. Deacon Sharp, caught between loyalty and suspicion, overhears something he was never meant to hear. While passing near a Forrester corridor, he catches fragments of a heated conversation. Word stops him cold. Luna. He freezes. The name echoes in his mind like a ghost from the past. Luna Nozawa. Alive. That can't be. She was presumed dead, gone without a trace. But Deacon hears Morena to know she's not just alive. She's been hiding. Someone knew. Someone lied. And that someone is Sheila. The revelation shakes Deacon to his core. He returns home seething with confusion and suspicion. His eyes bore into Sheila, who immediately senses something's wrong. Deacon demands the truth. No games. No evasions. Just answers. Sheila panics. Her grip on the lie is slipping. Deacon has always been her weakness, but now he's her threat. He wants to know why Luna's name was mentioned, why she's supposedly alive, Why Sheila, his partner, his confidant, never told him? Her silence only confirms his worst fears. Sheila tries to spin it. She claims she was trying to protect him, that the situation was complicated, that there were dangerous people involved. But Deacon isn't buying it. His trust is cracking, his love faltering under the weight of yet another lie. He doesn't know what to believe anymore. The camera cuts to a flashback, Sheila meeting Luna in secret, whispering threats, handing over cash, promising silence in exchange for disappearing forever. But Luna didn't stay gone. She came back, pregnant and vengeful. And now everything's falling apart. Deacon's relationship with Sheila is on the brink. Will's future with Elektra is in shambles. Elektra's heart is torn between rage and heartbreak. And Luna is just getting started. At the center of it all is a child. A baby conceived under false pretenses, destined to ignite a war between families, lovers, and enemies. Luna is determined to use that baby as leverage, as revenge, as power. She sees herself not as the villain, but the victor. And she doesn't plan on going quietly. In the days to come, alliances will shift. Old wounds will reopen. Secrets will rise to the surface like oil on water. And no one, not even the mighty Forrester family, will escape unscathed. As Tuesday's episode draws to a close, a single question lingers in every viewer's mind. How far will Luna go to claim what she believes is hers? Because she's back. She's pregnant. And she's not leaving. The bold and the beautiful is barreling toward a breaking point. The storm has begun. And no one is safe. On a deserted stretch of highway shrouded in the eerie silence of early morning, Luna Nozoa jolted awake in the passenger seat of Bill Spencer's luxury SUV. Her movements were sudden, calculated. Before Bill could react, she slid her hand into her coat and pulled out a slim, gleaming blade. The cold tip pressed against Bill's side. "Take the next exit," she said, voice flat but shaking with urgency. Bill's knuckles tightened around the steering wheel. His expression didn't flinch, but his eyes flicked to the rearview mirror, then to the digital dashboard. Calmly, silently, he engaged the vehicle's emergency SOS mode. A discreet system built into the Spencer fleet, it sent an encrypted GPS signal to his son Wyatt's phone. Luna didn't notice. Her focus was total. She had planned this for days. They veered off the main highway and followed a series of dirt roads until Bill's car rolled to a slow stop outside a dilapidated warehouse. Its windows broken and its rust-covered doors yawning open like the mouth of some long-dead beast. Luna motioned for him to kill the engine. He did. She stepped out, waved the knife in a silent command, and Bill followed her inside. The warehouse was cold, the air thick with mildew and old secrets. Shafts of dusty sunlight filtered through the holes in the roof. Luna didn't waste time. "Call Poppy," she ordered. "Tell her to transfer the money. 10 million. Offshore. You know the drill." Bill raised an eyebrow but kept his cool. 10 million. "That's ambitious. You owe me," Luna snapped. "I saved your son from that disaster at the mansion. I kept the truth buried." "This is nothing." Bill remained still for a beat, then slowly pulled out his phone. "Fine. I'll make the call. But I want something in return." Luna narrowed her eyes. "This isn't a negotiation." "Oh, but it is," Bill said, stepping forward, just out of reach of her blade. "You're scared. You're desperate. That tells me you've still got the USB." Her face twitched, just slightly. "The one with the footage from the estate. The one that proves who really set you up that night. Give me that drive, and I'll give you your money." Luna hesitated. Her grip on the knife faltered. "If I give you that USB, I lose everything. It's my leverage. And if you don't, you might not leave this place alive," Bill said quietly. "You know how this ends. You're running out of options." At that moment, outside, tires crunched on gravel. "Wyatt." Luna's eyes widened. She darted toward the back of the warehouse where Bill's vehicle sat parked, and with a mad urgency, she popped the fuel cap and unscrewed the nozzle. In her free hand, she pulled out a small lighter. She turned to face Bill, flame poised just an inch from the open tank. "Tell him to leave," she screamed. "Right now, or we all go up in flames." Inside, the atmosphere turned electric. The tension was razor sharp. One wrong word, one flick of the wrist, and the entire warehouse could erupt. Bill raised both hands. Okay. Just think this through. No more thinking, Luna barked. "I've been thinking for months. Running. Hiding. Watching you all live your perfect lives while mine fell apart." Bill's voice stayed steady. "You're not a killer, Luna. You don't know what I am," she hissed. Outside, Wyatt crept closer to the entrance. He'd followed the signal exactly. He could hear voices father's, then a woman's, then silence. He pressed himself against the wall and peeked inside. What he saw froze his blood. His father. A woman he barely recognized. A lighter flickering near the fuel tank. He pulled out his phone, ready to call the police, but Bill caught his eye and shook his head almost imperceptibly. "Luna," Bill said carefully, "you want to disappear? I'll help you. I'll wire the money. I'll even cover your tracks. But let my son go. Let him walk away." She was shaking now. The pressure, the fear, the corner she'd backed herself into, it was all collapsing. "Drop the knife," Bill said. "You're not alone. I'm offering you a way out." Luna's lip trembled. "You're lying." "You always lie. Then give me the USB. Let me prove it." She stared at him. A long moment passed. Then, slowly, her hand moved to her jacket pocket. She pulled out a small flash drive and held it out but didn't release it. "I want proof," she said. "Right now." "The money." "I want to see the transfer," Bill nodded, keeping his eyes on hers. He took out his phone again, opened a secured app, and initiated the transfer. A minute later, he turned the screen to face her. Done. Luna stared. The numbers were real. The account was real. Her throat tightened. She dropped the USB. But as it hit the floor, Wyatt, seeing his opportunity, surged through the doorway. "Dad!" Luna spun, panicked, and snatched the lighter back up. Bill rushed her, grabbing her wrist just as she flicked it. The flame burst, igniting a burst of fumes just enough for smoke to rise. Wyatt sprinted forward, grabbing the gas cap and sealing it shut. Bill struggled with Luna, pinning her arm down and forcing the lighter from her grip. It clattered to the floor. She collapsed against him, sobbing, shaking, done. The room fell silent except for her broken breaths. Wyatt moved to stand beside his father, both men staring down at the woman who, moments ago, nearly destroyed them all. Bill picked up the USB and tucked it into his coat. "Call someone," he said to Wyatt. "We're getting her help, one way or another." But even as they stepped away, Luna's eyes locked onto them, haunted, wounded, but calculating. This wasn't the end. This was only the beginning.